A vital ingredient for a middle-class life is a well-paying job. But finding a good job, finding the right job, can be a challenge. With manufacturing work moving overseas, the number of high-paying factory jobs with good benefits has drastically declined. Many of the new jobs being created in today's economy, such as those in food service and retail, don't pay enough to sustain a middle-class lifestyle. Hardest hit are unemployed blue-collar workers without college degrees. Often, these Americans can't get a well-paying job because they lack the experience employers are looking for. Their experience no longer matches the available jobs in a high-tech economy. But with the right training, they would have increased opportunity in a variety of fields. They could become registered nurses and medical assistants, heating and cooling systems installers, computer support specialists, accounting clerks, or information technicians. Now, more than ever, it's crucial that we have effective job training programs to help Americans who are eager to get back to work. Actually, we've had many workforce development programs since at least the 1960s. The most recent one is the Workforce Investment Act, last authorized in 1998. It provides federal funding for workforce development activities. It was intended to create a one-stop shop for access to training and employment services for a wide range of workers. But we have to ask an important question. Do these programs work? According to a 2011 op-ed in the Wall Street Journal by analyst James Bovard, quote, "If federal job training efforts worked, Congress would not have thrown out the programs it has created every decade or so and enacted new ones." The federal government spends about $18 billion every year for 9 departments to administer more than 30 programs. Almost all of those programs overlap in some way, providing duplicate services to duplicate populations. We can't afford that kind of waste. We are spending billions of dollars on programs that are not helping the people that they need to help. It's not fair to taxpayers, and it's definitely not fair to the people who need jobs. In fact, President Obama criticized the system in his 2012 State of the Union address. He urged Congress to simplify the, quote, maze of confusing training programs. To improve job training for the millions of Americans still looking for work, the House of Representatives passed the Supporting Knowledge and Investing in Lifelong Skills Act, also known as the Skills Act. The Skills Act reauthorizes and updates the Workforce Investment Act to make sure that government dollars are responsibly spent. The Skills Act takes the overlapping programs and unites them into a single workforce investment fund with a higher level of accountability built in. Right now, people using these programs have to navigate an arbitrary and time-consuming bureaucracy before they can access training. For instance, they are required to go through a process that includes resume assistance and career counseling, even if all they really need for a new job is training. The Skills Act cuts through the red tape so that workers can enter training programs and ultimately the workforce as quickly as possible. The Skills Act also eases the application process for community and technical colleges to be included in the list of eligible training providers. The role of local employers in the training process will be strengthened under this act. If workers are being trained in skills that nearby businesses actually need, they won't have to uproot their families to find a job. Much of the administration of the program will be handled at the state level, since the people and resources closest to a problem are the ones best equipped to deal with it. Americans need these updates to the Workforce Investment Act so that it's easier for them to get back to work. But while this legislation affects the entire nation, its impact must take place locally. State and local officials, as well as employers in a given region, understand their community's needs better than any person in a distant Washington office ever could. Unemployed Americans can't afford for us to cling to wasteful, complicated government programs. They want to get the training they need now. They deserve a smart, effective program to provide them with better opportunities for employment. Let's get American workers the training they need so they can get back to work where they want to be.